Pisces, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for early June 2023. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business as usual and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could dip our toes into energy and see what's going on for the lovely Piscean collective, my gods. Talk to me. I hope you're all doing fabulous, fantastic, and all that good stuff, my friends. What do we got for Pisces, please? And yeah, we're going to take a real quick look at this first card, then we'll get into the full reading itself. And at the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot, just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean in on, which is always interesting. But let's get it going. Let's rock. What do we got for Pisces, my gods? Nice and quick here. See what's going on in early June. Okay, focus, creation. This is a big, powerful type of card. And not a lot of people notice, but this individual has wings. That's like an angelic energy too. So there's a lot of little wrinkles to this oracle card that we have here, Pisces. Before we fully dive into that though, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the June subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, into the reading, let's talk about it. So we see this figure, there's also a baby. This angelic person has a Vitruvian man on their head. There's a lot of symbolism here. But when I see this card, the first and foremost message I always get is like there's a big focus. So there could be something or someone that you are hyper-focused on in this time. Maybe someone's hyper-focused on you when this card shows up, but this is a big card of creation as well. So three main things: big focus, manifesting is a huge thing as well, but also spiritual protection, because this could be seen as a guardian angel watching over this baby from the time of birth. So some of you might need to hear that message, that you're protected, you have someone on your side, on your team. If you're feeling alone or isolated in some sort of way, it's always reassuring to know that you got people on the other side. And that's what this card tells us. Aside from that, like, yeah, there could just be a person or thing that you are very much focused on in this time that's taken up a lot of your attention. But yeah, I like the creation aspect too. But let's get into tarot. I always say with that first card, it doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a footnote. And yeah, I'm going to get you three of these in the upright. Then we'll get that intuitive juiciness flowing. So let's shuffle it up one time here for Pisces. Let's see what's going on, my guides. For my Piscean collective here in early June. So seems like we've been up and down in recent weeks, Pisces. Last week's reading was titled A Harsh Talk. Okay, so for a lot of you, you might have been having some serious discussions with people or things that were of a harsh nature. That was a big vibe. Like, it didn't seem like the usual softer Pisces energy that I'm used to. So you may have been calling somebody out or calling something out. There was a big possibility of that. And remember that those energies could still leak over into this week as well. But let's see what we have for you in early June. As you know, energy is very fluid, never set in stone. So only take this how it hits for you, right? Because we could be seeing your vibe or someone else's. Let's get you three. Let's see what's going on for Pisces. Thank you. Yeah, action, movement. We're starting with the Knight of Swords. Okay, so we are literally starting with a bang here, my friends. One of the fastest moving cards in position number one. So there's action, action. Let's go. Nine of Cups, I mean, this is a beautiful wish fulfillment type of energy as well. We're looking okay so far, my friends. Let's get one more. I don't want to jump the shark just yet, but energetically we're looking all right. And we have your card right here on the back end. We got the Moon chilling here. It could also be a little mystery showing up right here on the front. So Pisces, we got an interesting one on our hands here, my friends. Let's go through. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes, and we'll get that juicy, intuitive stuff going. Now, at first glance, when I look down at this spread, we have a lot of water. That is an element that the Pisceans are very comfortable in, okay? We have the card that could represent you or us. I always like to brag that I'm a Pisces rising. So we got our card chilling back here. But we have action, we have happiness, we have mystery. So there's like a whole little mixture of energies we could be looking at, Pisces. Let's go through one by one. In position number one, the Knight of Swords could represent an air sign that you're connected to. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Like I said, it's one of the fastest moving cards in the whole entire deck. It is shooting towards something like an absolute rocket, blasting off. So this could be action, momentum, change, movement. You could be locked in on something because, like I said, we had this oracle card in the beginning, someone locked in, focused. So this could be movement towards that focus or someone moving towards you. some of the challenges of this Knight of Swords, it could be somebody that's a little aggressive. This energy could be aggressive, and it could also be confrontational. So we're going to have to watch out for this, but it is action nonetheless. So we want to see what this is about for sure. Okay, it could be action and change. Now, moving to the center of the spread, this is where it starts to get interesting. I mean, it starts off interesting with the bang, but we have the Nine of Cups, one of the best cards in the whole entire deck. We got our good friend here, John Travolta, sitting there surrounded by all those goblets, has everything he wants, everything he needs. So when we see this card, we think of that wish fulfillment. This could represent various different wins and victories and just feeling content and happy, having it all. So this is a good energy, and it's very claimable. Now, the inverse, since every card has positive and negative, could be someone that is too nice. This could be someone that is too kind or too generous. And sometimes this could also represent somebody who is over-consuming something as well, overconsumption. So we really want to take a balanced approach when we look at all these cards. Of course, it's of the water suit, so this is more of an emotional nature we're looking at here. But let's get that lined up and move on to one of the possible cornerstones of this reading. We have our Moon card, my friends. Now, most readers link this to the Pisceans. Some people throw the Cancerians in as well, so you might be linked to the Cancerian. But when I see this card, in my simplistic style, in a Pisces reading, it makes it extra important. When we clarify it, it could be something coming towards you or a way you might be feeling. But I do always mention that this card is one of the biggest cards of mystery in the whole entire deck. When I see this, I think of the unknown. Of course, there's big spiritual ties, energetic ties, subtle energies, intuitive. This is all that stuff. It could represent sleep in the dream world, divine feminine energy as well. But when we see this, we think of the surprising and the unexpected as well. So there's a lot of interesting things that could be said here, especially with the Moon on the back end. Now, overall, I'll say this before we start diving deeper. The energy is feeling harmless and not treacherous to me so far, and it could actually take a very, very positive swing here. But we really need to pull more detail. Let's do that, Pisces. Let's jump in and clarify. All right, let's get a good shuffle here and reset this deck for the Pisces. Please, my guides. What do we got for my friends? And yes, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on that Knight of Swords. And yes, if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages that you want to give to Pisces, you could drop it in the comments. I don't mind at all, my friends. Let's get in on that Knight of Swords. Let's see what this rocket is doing. Let's just blast off about. Hopefully it's good things. What do we got for Pisces? Thank you. Seven of Swords. Okay. Okay. Yeah, watch out for conflict in this time as well, my friends. We have the Seven of Swords in the upright. This could also be a card of mystery as well. Okay, so for some of you, either this is something that's recently happened or will happen, where someone just acts completely outside of themselves for some reason, or oh, I never saw that side of you type of energy. So watch out for that in this time. But the Seven of Swords is the card of sneaks. It's a card of sneaky people and thieves and untrustworthy. It could be secrecy. And when I see it under a card like this Knight of Swords, I could see some sort of conflict arising over somebody being a little shady. All right, so Spirit could be warning you about a very specific person right here up front. Now, for a portion of you, it doesn't have to be all doom and gloom. It doesn't have to be that message, because we do have this mystery on the back end. In its positive form, the Seven of Swords could be mystery. So under this could be like an unexpected action, or just somebody making a move that you didn't see coming, right? That's why I kind of felt it most in the beginning, like somebody acting in a different way than they normally do. Okay, so do with that what you will. I don't feel like it's somebody with unknown motives. I just feel it's like, oh, I never saw that side of you, or someone taking an action that you didn't see. But let's go in on that Nine of Cups. Let's keep it moving here. Could be a warning about a person, though, for sure. So let's see why that Nine of Cups is chilling here. What do we got in the center here for Pisces, please? We're not going to overcomplicate the read. It is what it is, right? Eight of Swords in the upright underneath this Nine of Cups. Okay. This could be someone that feels like trapped or a prisoner to their own goals and ambitions. Okay, now this could represent another person. I'm not saying it has to be you. The Eight of Swords could absolutely, this could be someone like really stressing about, even though there's no pentacles here, I'm feeling this intuitively, stressing about like the comforts of life, the money, the job, the stuff like that. But I feel like this is someone who is feeling trapped in some sort of way, okay, or is feeling victimized as well. This isn't the best energy, my friends. I'm just going to be straight up honest with you. We have warnings here in the front end. Now, the Eight of Swords, the good thing about this energy is that it's very fleeting, okay? It could be nervousness, it could be anxiety. Another vibe I'm picking up here is like what you own owns you. Like someone, there might be a very materialistic person in your life, like someone who's very surface level materialistic. Watch out for individuals like that in this time. But to me, this is someone that is like really stressing themselves out because of their own ambitions, right? Because of what they want to do, what they want to accomplish. It's like really bringing it to fever pitch. Like this, Pisces, this reading is so different than recent weeks. So like, I really want to get over to that moon and see what this mystery could be about, or see what energy is emanating off of Pisces. But I feel like for a lot of you, these are individuals around you, okay? Where they might portray this, but under the surface, they're this. They're nervous, they're anxious, they're stressed. Or they might portray this, but under the surface, they're that. So it's warnings about people, like very specific people in your life. So let's go in on that moon card. Then we'll do a quick recap before we get into the shadow. So why is this moon here for my friends? Hopefully you're not stressed or anxious in this time. Why is this moon here for my friends, please? Okay. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Yeah, the unknown. It's showing up once again. Yes, the big karmic energy is showing up. Some of you might be in the midst of learning some sort of karmic lesson here. When I see the wheel in reverse, that's still good. That's not a bad card. But the wheel is, once again, change. It's action. And underneath a card of mystery, I feel like there's two main messages for a lot of Pisces. All this or whatever it is you're going through right now is part of some sort of big karmic lesson or test that you're going through and learning right now. Like learning to differentiate who's who, what their motives are, what's what. But for another portion of you, I do feel like this is action and change that you don't see coming. And we kind of pick that up here in the front end too. We're picking it up on the back. Maybe this is how someone acts and they don't expect your reaction. It's like, all right, well, I never saw that side of you. You never saw this side of me. What's up? It's like one of those. So I'm kind of picking up this little confrontational energy I was picking up last week once again. So watch out for that, Pisces. Okay, like, because in two spaces, I'm getting unexpected actions. So let's go through real quick. I'll give you a quick recap before we get into the shadow card. In position number one, we have the Knight of Swords with the Seven of Swords in the upright. To me, this did feel like, once again, somebody who does something that is like so outside of the norm. Like, whoa, I never saw that side of you. Or this could be somebody that you really need to watch out for, like with their motives and what they're heading towards and what they're working towards. Because Spirit could be warning you about a person or conflict that could arise because of this Seven of Swords energy. Moving to the center, we have the Nine of Cups with the Eight of Swords. This made me feel a lot too. Maybe this is someone that presents warm and welcoming, but in reality, they're super wound tight, they're bound up. This felt like someone that is extremely ambitious, but they're a slave to their own ambitions and goals. Another vibe I was picking up here is just watch out for the stress, the anxiety. And Spirit could be asking you or warning you about specific people in your circle. Just keep an eye on how people are moving in this time. On the very back end, we have the Moon card with the wheel in reverse. It was making me feel a couple of different things here. Two main messages. One, for a lot of Pisces, you might be going through some sort of big karmic test or lesson that Spirit's trying to get you to learn for whatever reason. But for another portion of you, we picked it up here, we're picking it up here again. Someone could make some sort of unexpected action or move that you didn't see coming. Or you might respond in kind, right? Where you saw a side of someone else that you never saw before, so you show them a side of yourself that they've never seen. Do what you will with that, Pisces. We're going to get you one shadow card. Man, there was a lot going on there, my friends. Let's see what's in the shadows for you, Pisces. It felt very complex and layered. So for some of you, none of this stuff might have elapsed just yet. This could be stuff that's like coming down the pipeline because there was so much energy all over the place. Let's get you one shadow card, though. What do we got for Pisces, please? Thank you. Okay, Six of Cups. Okay, big card of the past. When we see the Six of Cups, we think of memories, we think of the past, and in this time you might be prone on looking back to the past and really focusing there for whatever reason, Pisces. Whether it's something in your history, good memories, bad memories, remember we're looking at the shadow side of the Six of Cups. And the shadow side of the Six of Cups is someone with a tumultuous history. So this could be someone you're linked to that has like rough patches, big rough patches in their history showing up. The Six of Cups could also represent soul connections and soul bonds. So there is that showing up in the shadows as well. So a couple of things to look out for, like just try your best in this time not to be in the head too much. I know as a Pisces myself, that's asking a lot, right? We think quite a bit. We're very imaginative people, but Spirit is asking us not to live there too much for whatever reason. So Pisces, that's what I have for you this week. Checkered past showing up here for whatever reason. But yes, don't click away just yet. I'm going to give you the details of the June subscriber surprise. If you got your name in for the May subscriber surprise, the winners will be announced in my community tab after this week's fire and air readings. But for the month of June, I'll be giving away 2 copies of the beautiful Everyday Witches Tarot. It's one of my favorite decks out there. So if you'd like to get your name in for this, it's 2 simple things. As always, my friends, first, you must be subscribed, which I'm sure you already are. And second, let me know down in the comments, out of all the cards in this week's reading, which one explains how you're feeling currently right now. Which one are you vibing with? You'll be entered to win, and at the end of the month, I'll put the winners in my community tab. As always, my friends, much love, and I'll see you next time.